Queen is celebrating her birthday by honouring her late husband Prince Philip and her lifelong love of horses. The monarch, who turns 96 today, travelled to Wood Farm on the Sandringham estate in Norfolk on Wednesday, where Philip spent his retirement before his death last year. To mark the birthday, the Royal Windsor Horse Show released a new portrait of the monarch, captured by renowned landscape photographer Henry Dalal, who has previously photographed the Queen and her horses. This year, the Royal Windsor Horse Show will mark the Queen's Platinum Jubilee with a gallop through history, a spectacular equestrian display showcasing horses from across the world on the grounds of Windsor Castle on 4 nights from May the 12th to the 15th. Which is normally one of her favourite weeks of the year. It has been billed as a personal tribute to monarchy and will feature more than 500 horses and more than 1,000 performers taking the audience on a journey from Elizabeth I to the Queen. The new glorious photograph shows Her Majesty proudly standing in between 2 of her fell ponies, Bybeck Katie and Bybeck Nightingale, on the grounds of Windsor Castle, is expected to please royal watchers who have in recent months worried about Her Majesty's condition. On her left is Bybeck Nightingale and on her right is Bybeck Katie, and both animals will feature in a gallop through history. The monarch holds the reins of her ponies while dressed in a deep moss green coat. The colour seems to be a subtle nod to the Duke of Edinburgh, who passed away last year. Edinburgh Green, as it has been dubbed, is closely associated to her late husband, who was known to use the shade for his livery as well as in other official capacities. The Queen also wore the colour during the Duke's memorial service this past March, as well as other members of the royal family including Princess Anne and Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall. The monarch, whose passion for equestrianism has been well documented throughout her reign, has been spotted on multiple occasions riding horses even well into her 90s, and she has been breeding and racing horses for more than 60 years. The Queen's horses have won 4 of the 5 flat racing classics, the 1,000 and 2,000 guineas, the Oaks and the St Leger, with only the Derby eluding her. Derby Day this year will see the monarch in the royal box at the Epsom Downs racecourse as part of her Platinum Jubilee celebrations, with 3 of her horses in contention to be picked for the international event. In 1997, during her Silver Jubilee year, her horse, Dunfermline, won the Oaks and St Leger under jockey Willie Carson. In 2013, the Queen became the first reigning monarch to win the Royal Ascot Gold Cup with her thoroughbred Estimate. Although she's not been able to ride for several months due to mobility issues, the Queen has ridden horses since the age of 3 and is passionate about everything equestrian. According to Daily Mail, Royal Horse Aides have indicated she cannot yet commit to any of the events planned to mark her 70th historic years on the throne. But it is understood that staff are moving heaven and earth to ensure she can attend the most prestigious race meet of the year, the Epsom Derby. This includes changing the route of her official car so that it can pull up directly outside the Queen's stand, leaving a short walk of a few yards to the lift straight up to her seat. A source said the monarch really is absolutely determined to attend. The Derby on Saturday, June the 4th, is one of the official national celebrations over the 4-day Jubilee weekend and one that has particular personal significance for the Queen. The race is the only one of the 5 classics she is yet to win, having finished second with Arioli in 1953, just 4 days after her coronation. Legendary royal jockey Willie Carson, 79, said it would be a fairy tale for her finally to win the Derby. You never know. His upstairs might just think it's about time she had a Derby win, he said at Epsom Racecourse this week. She will be greeted at the race, met by a guard of honour formed on the track by 40 jockeys who have ridden for Her Majesty. The monarch's love for horses has been well documented throughout her reign, whether it has been breeding them, attending horse races or riding them around Windsor Castle. In 2020, Vanity Fair reported that the Queen, then 94, was riding every day around Windsor Castle while isolating with the late Prince Philip during the coronavirus crisis. She has also personally named the horses who drew her carriages, such as Cleveland Bay's and Windsor Greys, who are used for official engagements such as audiences, royal processions and the state opening of Parliament. The Queen turns 96 today, April the 21st, and will celebrate at the weekend with a tea party with family and friends, the Mirror reported. Her Majesty arrived at her Sandringham estate yesterday in a poignant journey back to Wood Farm, the cottage where her beloved late husband spent much of his time after retiring from royal life in 2017. Her Majesty may be joined by the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and their 3 children, but Prince Charles and the Duchess of Cornwall are understood to have remained at their Scottish home, Burke Hall, after Easter. Housekeepers on the estate have been told the Queen may welcome a small number of guests over the weekend who would join her for tea and cake as part of the modest celebration. The main Sandringham house reopened to the public on April the 9th following the opening of the gardens for visitors last month.